everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1991 playoffs in Payoff Pitch Baseball. And then there were two. We're about ready to start the 1991 World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Oakland Athletics. Taking a look at our updated brackets, the Pirates in the National League defeated the Dodgers 4-1 in the National League Championship Series. And then in the American League Championship Series, we can see that the Oakland Athletics defeated the Kansas City Royals. Both teams led their respective series 3-0. Dodgers came back and won Game 4 before the Pirates finished them off. The Royals got Games 4 and 5 before the Athletics won Game 6. Fans are filing into Three Rivers Stadium, and we are expecting a sellout for Game 1 of the World Series. With that in mind, let's meet our starting pitchers, and we'll start off with Oakland's starting pitcher. Starting pitcher for the American League champion Oakland Athletics, Dave Stewart. 11-11 with a 5.18 ERA, 226 innings pitched, 245 hits, 24 home runs, 105 walks, and 144 strikeouts in 91. In this postseason, he has a win in Game 3 against Game 1 against Kansas City, and then lost in Game 5 of the ALCS. He was also the winning pitcher for Game 1 of the ALDS against Minnesota. With that, let's go meet Pittsburgh's starting pitcher, and we'll take our first look at Three Rivers Stadium. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, the National League champions, could also be nicknamed the Dodger Killer, at least in this replay. Doug Drabick, 15-14 with a 3.07 ERA, 234 2/3 innings pitched, 245 hits, 16 homers, 62 walks, and 142 strikeouts in 91. He is 3-0 in this postseason. He won in Game 1 against the Mets in the NLDS. Then, as I mentioned, he won Games 1 and 5 against the Dodgers, including hitting the double that scored the first run for the Pirates. Three Rivers Stadium ballpark gives both sides the same wheelhouse check, 1-38 for both of them. So it doesn't really matter what side they bat on. We'll say switch hitters are batting on the opposite side of the pitcher, since it doesn't really matter what side they bat on in terms of wheelhouse. With that, let's move over to the main game area and check the shot over there. Okay, I definitely wanted to see how this graphic looked on camera, but everything looks great here. So we've been outsourcing the pregame festivities for the most part during the playoff rounds, during the LCS and LDS rounds. Now we're going to take over some of that ourselves. So if the fans in Three Rivers Stadium would please rise and remove any head coverings for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you for respect for the country on the national anthem. Next up on the pregame festivities, if you'll direct your attention into center field, we've got the commissioner of the Phoenix Knight Network stepping out, getting booed out of the building, but he's here to present the Pittsburgh Pirates with the 1991 National League pennant to be put on the outfield wall, probably when this series is over. Last up, we'll direct our attention to the mound, where on the mound, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch, we've got a great friend of the channel, an ID Jester. He was out there to throw out the first pitch, so let's turn it over to him. Thank you for the pitch, Jester, and make sure you go check out his channel, which will be linked in the description down below. Now that we've got all of that out of the way, The fans are finishing filing in, so let's play ball. As the Pirates start to get loose in the field, let's take our first look at the Athletics starting lineup. Leading off today, we've got Mike Gallego at second base, Jamie Quirk is catching, Jose Canseco is in right field, Ricky Henderson is in left field, Dave Henderson is in center field, Mark McGuire is at first base, Ernest Riles is at third base, Vance Law is at shortstop, and Dave Stewart will be heading off of pitcher hitting card 3. And that's the lineup Doug Drabick is charged with keeping in check. Leading off game 1 will be Mike Gallego. 7 of his 12 home runs coming against right-handed pitching in 91. We are going to use black, white, and gold dice. Pirates are the home team. Game 1 of the World Series. Not an empty seat to be found in Three Rivers Stadium. A's and Pirates both looking for the initial jump in this World Series. Who will get it? Only the dice know, and the way to find out what story the dice will tell is to go to the first pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 13. That's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Gallego gets frozen by a changeup for strike 3, and that's out number 1. And this 1991 World Series is officially underway. Next up is Jamie Quirk, his only home run coming against right-handed pitching. Drabick will look into slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 20, and Quirk swings through a curveball for strike 3 for out number 2. I realize it's a very small sample size, but Drabick seems to be picking up right where we left off in Game 5 against the Dodgers. Next up is Jose Canseco. 36 of his 44 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. A couple of things to note before we get to the at-bat for Canseco. I will be keeping stats to pick a World Series MVP for this one. And for today's game, the fast score house rule is not in effect. It will be except on weekend games or elimination games. So now that we've got that ramble out of the way, Drabick will look into slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 17, and Canseco is frozen by a slider for strike 3 as Drabick strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Athletics in the top of the first. Already 3 strikeouts for Drabick as we get ready for the bottom of the first, with the score Oakland 0, Pittsburgh coming to bat. As the A's start getting loose in the field, we'll take our first look at the Pirates starting lineup. Once I get all the cards situated. Leading off for the Pirates is Orlando Merced at first base, Gary Varsho in right field, Barry Bonds in left field, Bobby Bonilla is at third base, Andy Van Slyke is in center field, Don Slaught is catching, and Excel did it again on me. Come on, focus. There we go. Jay Bell is at shortstop, Jose Lind is at second base, and Doug Drabick is hitting off of pitcher hitting card 9 today. That's the lineup Dave Stewart is charged with keeping in check today. Leading off for the Pirates will be the first baseman Orlando Merced. All 10 of his homers coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Stewart will look in at Quirk for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is an in-play 0-0. We're going to have a rare play already with the bases empty. Let's see, bases empty in play. Here we go. '84. If the stadium has a dome or a roof, the power suddenly goes out. If an open-air stadium, a violent storm pops up. Oh, delightful. In either event, the game is delayed. Roll 2d6 and multiply the result by 10 to determine how long the delay lasts. So 2d6, multiply the result by 10. 9. Oh, fun. We've got a 90-minute delay. And since the delay is 50 minutes or more, both pitchers stiffen up and must be replaced. So we're already getting replaced. I'll compile stats for Drabek. That's a pity. He looked like he was all set to continue his dominance. And then that will bring Stewart out of the game. So the Pirates will actually get a chance to warm up the infield. We'll actually get a chance to warm up a new pitcher. The A's have to bring somebody in basically cold. Who are the Pirates going to get warming up? Let me look at them first. The Pirates are going to bring in... They're going to get Vicente Palacios warming up in the Pirates bullpen. As for the A's, they're going to be looking for long relief as well. They are going to bring in Kevin Campbell right off the bat to pitch. 1-0 at the 2.74 ERA, 23 innings pitched, 13 hits, 4 homers, 14 walks, and 16 strikeouts in 91. Kind of fitting because it was raining here a little bit earlier today. So Dave Stewart is not going to get much of anything going on. And, right. All right. Now that that's all sorted out, Campbell will now get the sign from Quirk. Campbell will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 77. That's going to be a fly ball into center field. Dave Henderson will run that one down. He'll make the catch for out number 1. All right. Just making some notes here. And stepping into the batter's box is Gary Varsho. All 4 of his home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Campbell will get the sign from Quirk. He will set. Rain delay has been simulated. Campbell will kick. Here's the pitch. 10 is a tough 53. And Varsho is going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. He will be on with a 1-out single. In A's infield will go to double play depth. Here's Barry Bonds, ever dangerous. 18 of his 25 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Varsho would be a B3, which is a very good chance. Jump of 5 against a hold of 5. They're not going to send him this early in the game. No. Bonds has got pretty good power anyway. Campbell will look into Quirk for the sign. Campbell knows a mistake is probably going to Mars. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a wheelhouse 72. Not quite to Mars, but that will be a base hit for Bonds. Grounder up the middle into center field. Runner in first advances 1 base. So that'll be an SA for Bonds as Varsho moves up, still 1 out in the inning. And here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla hit 4 of his 18 home runs against right-handed pitching. Campbell made a mistake, but he was able to get away with it. It stayed in the park. Campbell will look into Quirk for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is a defense check. Somebody's got to play defense. It's a ground ball to second. Going after that one on a possible error check is going to be Gallego. His error rating is a 4. And he's got that one. Now let's see what kind of out it is. It's going to be a ground ball with a sacrifice from the looks of it. So Varsho will make third, Bonds will make second, Bonilla will be thrown out, and there's 2 outs in the inning. So Varsho's at third, Bonds is at second, 2 outs in the inning. Here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke hit 13 of his 17 home runs against right-handed pitching. Campbell knows another one in the Pirates lineup he's got to be careful with. Campbell will get the sign from Quirk. Looking over to Varsho at third, Bonds at second. Campbell will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a wheelhouse 79. just a little bit too high. That's a fly ball into center field. Going back after that one is going to be Dave Henderson. He'll be back to the track, and just before the wall, he'll have enough room to make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Pirates can't do anything with it. Stadium groans. Ugh. After 1, no score. Top of the second, we'll see our new pitcher for the Pirates facing the middle of Oakland's order. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Vicente Palacios. He's in long relief today. 6-3 with a 3.75 ERA, 81 2/3 innings pitched, 69 hits, 12 homers, 38 walks, 64 strikeouts in 91. He will be looking at the middle of the Pirates of the Athletics order. Leading off the top of the second is Ricky Henderson. 10 of his 18 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Palacios is also a righty. Palacios will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 49, and Henderson is going to ground that one over to third base. Bonilla ranging to his left for that one. He'll make the play for out number 1. And here's Dave Henderson. 17 of his 25 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. This is still a very powerful lineup. Palacios will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a patient 42. And against a righty, Henderson's going to get a hold of that one. And that's going to be a double. First Oakland base runner on the day. And here's Mark McGwire. McGwire is always a threat. 17 of his 22 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Henderson is a jump of 4 against a hold of 7. They're going to hold him at second. Also a D3 to steal is not very good. Palacios will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a wheelhouse 45. And just at the top of his range, Mark McGwire is going to help the Athletics strike first with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to right field. Going back for that one is Varsho. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run, Mark McGwire. Score is now 2-0 in favor of the A's. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Ernest Riles. Palacios has got to have a short memory with that. Riles hit all 5 of his home runs against right-handed pitching. Palacios will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is a ballpark 82. That's in play. 71 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Van Slyke ranging in for that one. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Here's Vance Law. No homers in 91 on either side. Palacios hoping to keep the damage to a minimum, just the 2 runs. Palacios will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 93. That's a fly ball into left field. Bonds ranging back for that one slightly, takes a couple steps to his left. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 2 hits. A 2-run homer by Mark McGwire makes it 2-0 Oakland, heading into the bottom of the second. Oakland striking first here. Campbell will finish up his warm-up tosses, as stepping into the batter's box will be Don Slott, his only home run coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Campbell will look into Quirk for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a patient 46. And against a righty, that's going to be a base hit. And Slott will lead off the inning with a single. The A's will go to double play depth. And here's Jay Bell. Bell hit 10 of his 16 home runs against right-handed pitching. Slotted a jump of 2 against a hold of 5. He's going exactly nowhere. Could the Pirates try to bunt here? Bell's got pretty good home run power. Bell's got pretty good power. He's going to swing away. Campbell will look into Quirk for the sign. Three River Stadium, hoping for a good hit. Campbell will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 36. And Bell's going to swing through a changeup for strike 3, and that's out number 1. Here's Jose Lind. Lind hit 1 of his 3 home runs against right-handed pitching. Another temptation to bunt, but with Drabek due up next, Lind's going to swing away. Campbell will get the sign from Quirk. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a wheelhouse 65. It's a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Gallego. Let's see if they turn the double play. It's going to be an 8 or less. Oh, yikes. Side retired. Gallego takes that one. He'll throw it over to Law at short. Law will turn and throw to McGuire at first, and that's a 4-6-3 inning-killing double play. Stadium groans. Ugh. And after 2, Oakland holds a 2-0 lead. Top of the 3rd, we'll see the top of Oakland's order due up next. Palacios will finish his warm-up tosses, as stepping into the batter's box will be Dave Stewart. Of course, no individualized pitcher hitting stats on the pitcher hitting cards. Kevin Campbell does hit off of pitcher hitting card 3. He's probably looking at the bat like, what is this for? Palacios will look into slot for the sign. Palacios will set. Here's the pitch. 2 is a patient 7. Surprisingly, that's actually ball 4. Campbell will reach as Palacios commits a cardinal sin and walks the pitcher. Palacios probably wasn't the right name to call in this one. Here's Mike Gallego. Gallego today is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Pirates are at double play depth. Campbell is probably not a threat to do much on the base paths. No, he's going to stay put. Palacios will look into slot for the sign. Three River Stadium, not happy with what they see. Palacios will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is a ballpark 42. That's in play. Let's see what Gallego can do with this one. 70 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up is going to be... Wait, hold on. Once again, I just noted it on the wrong score sheet. Picking that one up at second is going to be Lind. Let's see if they turn the double play. It's going to be a 7 or less. 2 outs easily. Lind will pick that one up. He'll throw it. He'll step on the bag himself. Throw it over to Merced at first. And it's a G4-3 double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Quirk with 2 outs. Quirk struck out swinging his first time up. That was also against Doug Drabek before both starters stiffened up. Palacios looks into slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 44. And Quirk's going to extend the inning with a base hit up the middle. Extending the inning is a bad thing when it brings Jose Canseco to the plate. Canseco, though, struck out his first time up. The last of Drabek's 3 strikeouts. Palacios will get the sign from slot. He will glance over to Quirk at first, not a threat to do much on the base pass. Palacios will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 21, and that's ball 4 as a slider misses the zone, and Canseco's on with a 2-out walk. And suddenly the A's have something going on with 2 outs. Here's Ricky Henderson. Henderson grounded out his first time up. Palacios looking into slot for the sign. Three River Stadium, hoping Palacios can get them out of the inning. Palacios will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 41, and against a righty, Henderson's going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. Quirk will come in to score. Canseco will advance 2 bases on that opposite field liner into right field. So Quirk will come in to score. Canseco will make third because of extra base advancement with 2 outs. Quirk scores. Canseco gets over to third. Henderson to first. Score is now 3-0 in favor of Oakland. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Dave Henderson. Henderson today is 1 for 1 with a double. That is a bad stat to have today. We're going to get more activity in the Pirates bullpen. That's starting to get loose now. Is going to be... They're going to get Neil Heaton warming up in the Pirates bullpen now. Pirates are going to need more long relief before long for the rate this is going. Palacios will get the sign from slot. He will set. Henderson will brace for the pitch. Palacios will kick. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 85, and that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Van Slyke coming in for that one. He'll make the catch on the run, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits and 2 walks. And Oakland has extended their lead to 3-0 heading into the bottom of the third. We're also going to get activity in the Oakland bullpen as starting to warm up for the A's. They could use they could use some long relief as well. They're going to get Kurt Young warming up in the Oakland bullpen. Leading off the top of the bottom of the third, will it be Vicente Palacios? Or are they going to pinch hit for him? I think they're going to pinch hit for Palacios. He's had a rough... I don't know, do they want to... Now there's a decision of do they want to try to get one more inning out of him? No, I think Palacios is going to come out of the game. He kind of got roughed up more than a little bit today. 2 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked 2, struck out none. No hit batters, no balks, no wild pitches. Faced 11. So the Pirates are going to pinch hit. And they're going to bring out... They're going to bring Gary Reedus into pinch hit. 2 of his 7 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. All right. All right. I'm just making notes here on my score sheet. Okay, good to go there. So Campbell will look in at Quirk for the sign. Campbell will set. Reedus will wait for the pitch. Campbell will kick. And here's the pitch. 10 is a tough 32. And Reedus is going to swing through the high heat for strike 3. And that's out number 1. And here's Orlando Merced. Merced today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Campbell will get the sign from Quirk. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a wheelhouse 23. And Orlando Merced is going to get the Pirates on the board with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to right field. Canseco going back for that one. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run, Orlando Merced. As the Pirates now get on the board. And they've cut the Oakland lead to 3-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Gary Varsho. Varsho today is 1-for-1 with a single. Campbell, got to shake that one off. Campbell will look in at Quirk for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 43. And against a righty, Varsho's going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a double. As there's still nobody out here. And it looks like it's the A's turn to have a little pitching meltdown. And here's a guy you do not want to see when you're having a pitching meltdown, Barry Bonds. Bonds has a single his first time up. Campbell looking a little nervous. He will get the sign from Quirk. Three River Stadium buzzing. They're on their feet, hoping for a good hit. Campbell will get the sign from Quirk. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a patient 51, and Bonds will work a walk out of that one for ball 4. Here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today is 0-for-1. Actually, Bonilla had a sacrifice. The A's are going to move to double play depth. Do they try to send Varsho over to third? No. They're going to hold Varsho at second. Three River Stadium on their feet. They know a good hit could give the Pirates the lead. Campbell will look into Quirk for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a wheelhouse 83. That unfortunately is not going to do it. That's going to be a ground ball over to short. Let's see if the A's can turn the double play. That's going to be a 7 or less on 2D6. 2 outs in the inning. That'll be Law getting to that one. He'll step on the bag at second to force Bonds, throw it over to McGuire at first, and that will be a G6-3 double play. Varsho will make third on the play, but there are 2 outs in the inning. And here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0-for-1. He flew out his first time up. Pirates at Three River Stadium hoping for a good hit coming up. A's looking to keep this game right where it is. Campbell will get the sign from Quirk. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 5, and that's ball 4. Slyke will find himself on with a 2-out walk, and the inning will continue. And here's Slot. Slot today is 1-for-1 with a single. Three River Stadium on their feet again, hoping for a good hit. Campbell will look into Quirk for the sign. He will shake him off. Campbell will get another sign. This one he'll accept. Campbell will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 81. It's a fly ball into center field. Dave Henderson ranging in for that one. He'll have room before the infield. That will be the third out on the catch, and the side is retired. 1 run on 2 hits and 2 walks. A solo home run by Orlando Merced, and the score is now 3-1 Oakland after 3. Top of the 4th coming up, and we will see a pitching change for the Pirates. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Neil Heaton. 3-3 with a 4.33 ERA, 68 2/3 innings pitched, 72 hits, 6 homers, 21 walks, 34 strikeouts. Kevin Campbell, the pitcher spot is due up 4th in the inning, so we'll see what happens here. Leading off the top of the 4th is Mark McGuire. He hit a 2-run bomb back in the 2nd. Heaton will look in at slot for the sign. Three River Stadium, not happy with what they see. Heaton will get the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 2 is a patient 60, and that's ball 4. McGuire will get on with as a curveball misses the zone with ball 4 and a walk. Here's Ernest Riles. The Pirates are going to move to double play depth. McGuire's a jump of 3 against a hold of 9. They're going to hold him there. Heaton will get the sign from slot. Pirates hoping for a good double play here. Heaton will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a patient, or 8 actually I should say, is an in-play 91. That's a fly ball into right field. Coming in for that one is going to be Varsho. He'll put it away for out number 1. And here's Law. Law today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Heaton gets the sign from slot. Heaton will set. He'll glance over to McGuire at first. Heaton will kick, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 89. That's going to be a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Bell. Let's see if the Pirates can turn 2 and get out of the inning. 7 or less on 2d6. Side retired. Bell will pick that one up. Actually, yeah, Bell will pick that one up. He'll throw it over to Lind at second. Lind will turn and fire to Merced at first. And that's a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! Nothing across for the A's as we get ready for the bottom of the 4th. Campbell is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the A's is going to be Kurt Young. 4-2 with a 5 even ERA, 68 1/3 innings pitched, 74 hits, 8 homers, 34 strikeouts, or 34 walks, and 27 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with the bottom of the Pirates' order. Leading off the bottom of the 4th will be Jay Bell. Bell today is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Young will get the sign. Actually, I got to swap out the pitcher hitting card here since they are going to have Heaton bat. The Pirates want to get some innings out of him. Young will get the sign from Quirk. He will set and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 92. And unfortunately, he's not that patient against the lefty. That's going to be a fly ball into left field. Coming in for that one is going to be Ricky Henderson. He'll make the play for out number 1. Here's Jose Lind. Lind today is 0 for 1. He hit into a double play his first time up. Young will look in at Quirk for the sign. Young will set and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 72. That's a ground ball over to second. Gallagher will grab that one. He'll throw it over to first for out number 2. And here's Neil Heaton. Again, no individualized pitcher hitting stats. Young will get the sign from Quirk. He will set and he will pitch. 5 is a patient 73. That's a ground ball over to second. Once again, Gallagher picking that one up. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the bottom of the 4th. Score is now 3-1 Oakland after 4. Top of the 5th, and we'll see the bottom of Oakland's order due up next. Heaton finishes up his warm-up tosses as stepping into the batter's box is Kurt Young. Wait. Yes, okay. Never mind. Leading off the top of the 5th. Alright, just making sure I had that all straight. Heaton will look in at slot for the sign. He will set and he will pitch. 7 is going to be a patient 17. And against the lefty, Young will help out his own cause, and that's going to be a double. Bad. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher today is 0 for 2. Heaton, Young standing at second, jumping up and down, going DH. I don't need no stinking DH. Heaton will look in at slot for the sign. Young over at second. Gallagher at the plate. Heaton will set and he will pitch. 8 is an in-play 82. That's going to be a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Bell. He'll make the play over to first for out number 1. And Young's run rating is not high enough to advance, so he will stay put at second base. And here's Quirk. Quirk today is 1 for 2 with a single. Heaton looking in at slot for the sign, hoping to keep the score right where it is. Young still standing at second off the leadoff double. Heaton will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 14, and that's ball 4. Quirk reaches as a changeup misses the zone for a 1-out walk. The Pirates will move to double play depth, as here's Canseco. Canseco today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Heaton will look in at slot for the sign. Three Rivers Stadium, hoping for a good pitch, preferably a double play ball. Heaton will set, here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a patient 65, and that's not a double play ball, that's going to be a base hit. As Canseco gets a hold of that, actually, wait a second. 65 against a lefty, strike that, that's actually ball 4, and the bases are now full of Athletics. Bases are now full of A's. Here's Ricky Henderson. The infield, they're going to play the corners in, trying to get out of the inning. Henderson today is 1 for 2. Three Rivers Stadium, nervous, hoping they're on their feet, hoping for a good pitch. Heaton will look into slot for the sign. Heaton will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a tough 27. And Henderson's going to swing through the high heat for strike 3 for out number 2. That is a huge strikeout if you're a Pirates fan. And here's Dave Henderson. Henderson today is 1 for 2 with a double. Double here would be catastrophic for the Pirates. Young at third. Quirk at second. Canseco at first. No place to put Henderson. Heaton looking into slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. Oh no, this is very bad. Which wheelhouse? Henderson thinks he's got a hold of one. And yeah, the Athletics have just blown this game open, and that happens with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to center field. Van Slyke back to the track, back to the wall, and that one is gone. Grand slam, Dave Henderson. Party at the plate on Henderson's dime. And the A's have blown Game 1 open. The score is now 7-1 in favor of Oakland. Stadium barfs. Blech. The Pirates could not get out of the inning. And here's Mark McGwire. McGwire today is 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer of his own. And that is going to be it for Heaton. He is coming out of the game. The Pirates have seen more than enough of Heaton. So I'm going to compile his stats real quick while I decide who they're going to bring in to replace him. So Heaton came in the 4th. Let's see, he faced 9 batters. 1.1. Actually 1.2. 1 2/3. Walked 1, 2, 3. Gave up 4 runs, all earned. Gave up 2 hits. That was a bad time to give up 2 hits. Let's see, 1 strikeout, no hit batters. Okay. The Pirates have seen enough of Neil Heaton. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Bob Kipper, 2-2 with a 4.65 ERA, 60 innings pitched, 66 hits, 7 homers, 22 walks, and 38 strikeouts in 91. Dave Henderson is most definitely in the MVP conversation now. Okay. All right. Sorry for the delay. It was updating score sheets. Kipper has one job. Get the Pirates out of this inning. Kipper will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 75. And that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Van Slyke will have room for this one. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. But what a disastrous inning if you're a Pirates fan. 4 runs on 2 hits, including a grand slam by Dave Henderson, and the score is now 7-1 in favor of Oakland. Kurt Young is actually going to come out to pitch. I forgot that was his first inning. So Young is going to come out to pitch. He'll be in his second inning now, and he's looking at the bottom of... Actually, he's looking at the top of the Pirates' order. Leading off the bottom of the 5th is Orlando Merced. Merced today is 1-for-1 with a solo homer. The only Pirates run so far. Young will look in at Quirk for the sign. Young will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is an in-play 81. That's a fly ball into center field. Dave Henderson coming in for that one. He'll make the play for out number 1. And here's Varsho. Varsho today is 2-for-2 with a single and a double. Young looking in at Quirk for the sign. Young will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a tough 39. And Varsho is going to swing through a curveball for strike 3 for out number 2. Here's Barry Bonds. Bonds today is 1-for-1 with a single and a walk. 2 outs in the inning. Three Rivers Stadium looking absolutely stunned. Oakland on their way to stealing home field advantage from the Pirates. Young gets the sign from Quirk. Young will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is an in-play 67. That's a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Law. He'll throw it over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the bottom of the 5th. After 5, the Athletics have blown this one open by a score of 7-1. Top of the 6th, we'll see the bottom of the Oakland order due up next. Leading off the top of the 6th for the Athletics is Ernest Riles. Riles today is 0-for-2. We're going to get more activity in the Pirates bullpen as starting to get loose for the Pirates will be Randy Tomlin. He's going to start to get loose for the Pirates. Bob Kipper is going to see if he can. They're going to see if Bob Kipper can get them out of the inning. Hopefully, for the Pirates, he can. Kipper will get the sign from slot. He will set and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark 56. That's in play. That's an 83, and that's going to be a ground ball over to short. Bell will pick that one up. He'll throw it over to first, and that will be out number 1. Actually, that should have been Riles at the plate, but I think an in-play 83 would have been a ground ball over to second, so same difference. Anyway, Riles is out. Here's Law. So that's actually a G4 for Riles. Now we're going to have Law at the plate. Riles was 0-for-2, as is Law. Kipper will get the sign from slot. He will set and he will pitch. 6 is going to be a patient 16, and Law is going to end up on board with a 1-out walk. Young, the A's are going to let Young hit in a 6-run game. They might even lay down the bunt here, and the infield would be expecting it with the pitcher, so they're going to bring the corners in. Young is going to try to lay down the bunt. He's a C bunt, and it'll be bunted right back to Kipper, whose his only play will be over to first, but that will be 2 outs in the inning. So Young helping out his own cause with a good sacrifice bunt. Law moves over to second, 2 outs in the inning. And here's Gallego. Gallego is 0 for 3. Kipper trying to get the Pirates out of the inning. Tomlin ready to come in. Kipper will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is an in-play 4. And against a lefty, Gallego is going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a double. Law will come in to score. Gallego is at second with a double, with a stand-up double. And the score is now 8-1 in favor of the A's. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Quirk. Quirk now is 1 for 2 with a single, a strikeout, and a walk. Kipper trying to get the Pirates out of the inning. Kipper will look in at Slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a patient 58. And that's going to just miss for Quirk. That's going to be a ground ball over to third. Bonilla will pick that one up. He'll fire it across the diamond, and that will retire the side. One run on 1 hit, a walk, and a sacrifice bunt, and the A's are continuing to stun the Pirates. It is now 8-1 Oakland, heading into the bottom of the 6th. We're going to get some activity in the Oakland bullpen, as starting to get loose for the A's is going to be who are the A's going to get warming up? They're going to get Eric Show warming up in the A's bullpen. They could use a little bit more long relief. I'm just finishing making up some notes here. Okay, now that we've got that sorted out, the Pirates are sending the middle of their order to the plate this inning. Here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today he's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice hit, but he's also hit into a double play. Young will get the sign from Quirk. Young knows a mistake against Bonilla is probably headed somewhere to Jupiter. Young will set. He will pitch. 8 is an in-play 23. And against a lefty, Bonilla will lead off with a base hit. Pirates need to see something today. The infield will go to double play depth. And here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Bonilla, not a threat to do much on the base paths. Young will turn and deal with Van Slyke. Young will get the sign from Slot. Not from Slot, from Quirk. Young will set. Here's the pitch. 12 is a wheelhouse 51. And against the lefty, Van Slyke is just going to miss that one. Instead, he's going to ground it over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Riles. Let's see if they turn the double play. It's going to be a 5 or less on 2d6. No! Bonilla will be thrown out. Van Slyke will make first, and there's 1 out in the inning. And here's Slot. The A's are going to remain at double play depth for the time being. Slot today is 1 for 2. Van Slyke, could they try to send him to second? Jump of 4 against a hold of 7. You probably aren't running in a 7-run game. I don't think he would be. I don't think he'd be trying to steal in a 7-run game. Young will get the sign from Quirk. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a tough 34. And against the lefty, Slott's going to swing through that one for strike 3, and that's out number 2. And here's Jay Bell. Bell is 0 for 2. Young will get the sign from Quirk. He will set, and here's the pitch. 8 is an in-play 75. That's a fly ball into center field. Dave Henderson ranging in for that one. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single for the Pirates in the bottom of the 6th. Score remains 8-1 Oakland after 6. Top of the 7th, and we are going to get a pitching change for the Pirates. Bob Kipper is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Randy Tomlin. 8-7 with a 2.98 ERA. 175 innings pitched, 170 hits, 99 homers, 54 walks, 104 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with the heart of the Oakland order. Leading off the top of the 7th, Jose Canseco. Canseco today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and 2 walks. Tomlin will get the sign from Slott. He will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a patient 69. And against a lefty, Canseco is going to lead the inning off, and that's going to be a double. Not a good thing. The Pirates have had nothing go their way today ever since Drabek stiffened up in the bottom of the 1st. Here's Ricky Henderson. Henderson today is 1 for 3 with a single. Tempting to try to send Canseco to 3rd, but not in a 7-run game. And now with Henderson having great power. Tomlin will get the sign from Slott. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is an in-play 21. And against the lefty, Henderson's going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. Hard grounder into left field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Runner on second scores. Canseco will come in to score easily. Henderson is at first, and the score is now 9-1 in favor of Oakland. Stadium stunned. Sorry, that was my best stunned impression. And here's Dave Henderson. Henderson today is 2 for 3 with a double and a homer. Pirates are going to go to double play depth. Henderson attempted to try to run, but they're not going to send him here. Not in an 8-run game. Tomlin will now get the sign from Slott. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 94. That's a fly ball into left field. Coming under that one is going to be Bonds. He'll make the play for out number 1. And here's McGuire. McGuire today is 1 for 2 with a walk and a 2-run homer. 2-run homer. He got the scoring started for the A's in the top of the 2nd. Tomlin will look in at Slott for the sign. Henderson still at first. Tomlin will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is an in-play 51. That's a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one is going to be Varsho. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And here's Riles. Riles today is 0 for 3. Tomlin will get the sign from Slott. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 77. And it's a fly ball into center field. Once again, we are calling Van Slyke's name He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the A's aren't able to do anything with it. And we are headed into the bottom of the 7th. It's now time for the 7th inning stretch. Make sure you get a stretch in, folks. Which I will do the same. That's better. We are looking at the bottom of the Pirates' order due up next. As Young is going to come out of the game, coming in to pitch for the A's is going to be Eric Show. 1-2 with a 5.92 ERA, 51 2/3 innings pitched, 62 hits, 5 homers, 17 walks, 20 strikeouts in 91. Leading off for the Pirates in the bottom of the 7th, Jose Lind. Lind today is 0 for 2. Show will get the sign from Quirk. Show will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 47. And that's going to be a ground ball over to first. McGuire will pick that one up. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 1. We're at the same place on the batting orders, so I got a little bit confused. Tomlin is going to come out of the game. We're going to get some activity in the Pirates' bullpen, as starting to warm up for the Pirates will be Mark Weisman. Actually, no. It's going to be Roger Mason getting loose for the Pirates. Three River Stadium is absolutely stunned by what they're seeing today. Let me compile stats for Tomlin here. 1, 2, 0, 0. Nothing else of note. 5. And we've got Roger Mason warming up for the Pirates. All right, now who's going to pinch hit for the Pirates? I will look into that question in a second. Actually, I'm not going to look into it for too long. Jeff King is going to come in to pinch hit. He hit 3 of his 4 home runs against right-handed pitching. I think now is probably a bad time to tell the Pirates fans that every single team that's won Game 1 in this replay has gone on to win the series. Oakland is 8 outs away from getting Game 1 of this World Series. Show will look in at Quirk for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is an in-play 5. And against the righty, King will get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. King gets that one out of the infield for a 1-out single. And here's Merced. Merced has the only Pirates run of the day via the solo homer. A's infield will go to double play depth. King is not running in an 8-run game. Show will get the sign from Quirk. Show will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is an in-play 20. And against a righty, Merced will get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. Soft blooper into short left field, actually short right field, because the switch hitters are batting opposite. Runner on first advances 1 base. So that's an S7. Actually, that's an S9. King will be at second, Merced at first, and the Pirates have something going on with 1 out. Here's Gary Varsho. Varsho today is 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Show will get the sign from Quirk. Show will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a... Let me re-roll that because that's cocked. 10 is a patient 14. And that's ball 4, and the bases are now full of Buccaneers. The bags are full of Buccaneers for Barry Bonds. Bonds today, though, is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. The infield is going to play the corners in. They want to try to keep the run from scoring. But do they want to play straight for the double play, or... No, I think because they're up by 8 runs. I think they're just going to play for the double play. The A's want outs here. Show will get the sign from Quirk. Show will set. Bonds waiting for the pitch. Three River Stadium hoping for a good hit. Show will kick, and here's the pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 68, and against a righty, Bonds will get a hold of that one, and that will be a base hit. At least King and at least 2 runs are scoring. Okay, so runner on first advances 1 base. So King and Merced will both score. Varsho will go to second. Bonds to first. And just like that, 2 runs are in for the Pirates. And the score is now 9-3 in favor of Oakland. The fans that are left here, cheer. Yay! Most of them have probably tried to beat traffic by this point. Here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today is 1 for 2 with a single and a sacrifice hit. Pirates hoping this is not just a one-off. Show will get the sign from Quirk. Three River Stadium hoping to see something. Actually, that was... Why did I think there was 2 outs? There was only 1 out, so... Actually, the bases should still be loaded. Who didn't come in to score? Merced is actually at third. There's not 2 outs. I thought there were 2 outs for some reason. So the score is now only 9-2 in favor of Oakland. So yeah, bases are... Right, Bonds got a single out of that one. Okay, so the bases are still full of Buccaneers. Okay, now that we've got that sorted out, Show will get the sign from Quirk. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 69, and that's going to be a ground ball over to second. Let's see if the A's can turn 2. It's going to be a 6 or less on 2D6. No! Merced will score. Varsho will make third. Bonds will be thrown out at second. Bonilla will make first. The relay is not in time, but there will be 2 outs in the inning. So Varsho's to third. Merced will score, and now it's 9-3 in favor of Oakland. As Bonds is thrown out, and here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 2 with a walk. Show will look into Quirk for the sign. Three River Stadium hoping to get more runs here. Show will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 29, and the Pirates are suddenly back in this game with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to right field. Canseco back to the track for that one. Back to the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run, Andy Van Slyke. That is going to be a 3-run homer by Andy Van Slyke. And the score is now 9-6 Oakland, as the Pirates are saying, hold it, guys. We're not done. There's a lot of baseball left to be played. Stadium cheers. Yay! Oakland bench barfs. Blech. And now they're going to make a call to the bullpen, as starting to get loose is going to be Joe Klink for the A's. Suddenly this game just got very, very interesting. Stepping into the batter's box now is Don Slaught. Slaught today is 1 for 3 with a single. Show will get the sign from Quirk. Three River Stadium, the fans that are left are on their feet. Show will get the sign from Quirk. He will set, he will pitch. 4 is a tough 36. And against a righty, Slought's going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit as the Pirates extend the inning again. And here's Bell. Bell today is 0 for 3. Klink ready to come in anytime the Pirates need him. Show will get the sign from Quirk. Show will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to get in play 25. And against the righty, Bell will continue the inning again. And here's a base hit. Slot will make third. Bell is on first. And all of a sudden, the tying run is now coming to the plate in the form of Jose Lind. Lind today is 0 for 3. Pirates were basically dead and stinking coming into this inning. All of a sudden, the Pirates are very much back in it. Show will get the sign from Quirk. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 82, and it's a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Law. He'll make the play over to second, and that will retire the side. What an inning for the Pirates, though. 5 runs on 7 hits, a walk, and a 2-run homer, and a grand slam, actually, by Andy Van Slyke. And the score is now 9-6 in favor of the A's. The Pirates are saying, hold on, guys. We are not dead yet. Leading off, getting ready for the top of the 8th, and we're going to see the bottom of Oakland's order due up next. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Roger Mason. 3-2 with a 3.03 ERA, 29 2/3 innings pitched, 21 hits, 2 homers, 6 walks, 21 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with the bottom of the Athletics order. Leading off the top of the 8th is Vance Law. Law today is 0 for 2 with a walk. Mason will look in its slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 24, and Law's going to lead off the inning with ball 4 as a slider misses the zone, and Law's on with a leadoff walk. Show is going to come out of the game. I forgot to compile stats for him, so I'll do that real quick. 6, he came in the 7th, and he got shelled. Let's see, he gave up that 5-run inning, so so 1 inning pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned, walked 1, didn't strike anybody out, and faced 10. We're going to see a pinch hitter for the A's, as coming in to pinch hit is going to be Harold Baines. 16 of his 20 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. All right. This has been a wild game, folks, to put it mildly. I had written the Pirates off as being dead long ago, basically. The infield for the Pirates will move to double play depth. Law, not a threat to do anything on the base paths. Mason will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 4, and Baines is going to get frozen by a curveball for strike 3, and that will be out number 1. Actually, yeah, out number 1. And here's Gallego. Gallego today is 1 for 4 with a double. Mason will look into slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient. I don't think it'll matter too much. 9 is a patient 48. Nope. Still ball 4. The Heat misses the zone, and that's going to be a 1-out walk. And here's Quirk. Quirk today is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Mason looking at its slot for the sign. Three Rivers Stadium seems to have woken up. Pirates hoping for a good pitch. Mason will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a defense check. Uh-oh, somebody's got to play defense for Pittsburgh. Where's that being hit? That ball is at the third base, not the guy you want to be hitting it to. Bobby Bonilla going after that. His error rating is a 4. Well, maybe he is the guy you want going after it. Actually, no, his error rating's a 1. So, no, he's not the guy you want going after that. He can't get to... He's going to drop that, and that's going to be... That's going to be a single plus 1. So that's essentially a one-base error. So Law will come in to score. Gallagher will make third. Quirk is on second. And the score is now 10-6 in favor of Oakland. Fans that are left, groan. Ugh. So that's a 1B and an E5. Gallagher is at third. Law scored. And the fans that are still here are not happy with what they see. The infield is going to have to play in on this one. Here's Canseco. Canseco today is 1 for 2 with a double and 2 walks. Mason will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is an in-play 78. That's a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one is going to be Van Slyke. He'll make the play for out number 2. Gallagher has a run rating of 7 on a flyout. F8. That was an in-play. Runner on base on third scores of his run rating 7 or higher. So that is high enough. Gallagher will score. And the score is now 11-6 in favor of Oakland. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Ricky Henderson. Henderson today is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Mason gets the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 47. And against a righty, Henderson is going to ground that one over to third. Bonilla will pick that one up. He'll throw it over to first, and that will retire the side. One run on a hit and two walks and a very costly error by Bobby Bonilla. Score is now 11-6 Oakland, heading into the bottom of the 8th. Coming in to pitch for the A's will be Joe Klink. 10-3 with a 4.35 ERA. 62 innings pitched, 60 hits, 4 homers, 21 walks, 34 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with the bottom of the Pirates' order. Mason is going to come out of the game. We're going to get more activity in the Pirates' bullpen, as getting loose for the Pirates is going to be... Bob Patterson is going to start getting loose in the Pirates' bullpen. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for... We're going to see a pinch hitter for Roger Mason. Who is it going to be? It's going to be... It's going to be Steve Buscemi coming in to pinch hit for the Pirates. One of his 4 homers in a Pirate uniform coming against right-handed pitching. So... The A's hoping to keep this game right where it is, looking to steal home field advantage. Klink gets the sign from Quirk, and I got these two swapped on this side. We're going to get some activity in the Oakland bullpen. Well, let's wait and see how the inning plays out. We're going to get a couple of pitchers warming up. Watching the last inning, Dennis Eckersley is going to start warming up, as is Rick Honeycutt. I'm not sure who we're going to need yet. We'll see how the inning plays out, though. Klink will get the sign from Quirk. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is an in-play 39, and it's going to be ground ball right back to Klink. Klink will underhand that over to first for out number 1. And here's Merced. Merced today is 2 for 4 with a solo homer and a single. Klink hoping to keep this game right where it is. Klink will get the sign from Quirk. He will set, and here's the pitch. 3 is a patient 71, and against a lefty, that's going to miss, actually. That's going to be a ground ball over to second. Gallagher will pick that one up. He'll throw it over to first for out number 2. I was about to say how that's a single, but that's actually Klink's a lefty. Here's Varsho. Varsho today is 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and a walk. Klink will get the sign from Quirk. Klink will set. He will pitch. 5 is a patient 8. And against the lefty, Varsho will get a hold of that one, and that will be a base hit. He'll be able to get that one. He'll be able to beat that out for an infield single. And here's Barry Bonds. Bonds today has been very quiet with the bat in his hand. Actually, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a walk. Klink will get the sign from Quirk. Klink will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is an in-play 1. And against a lefty, Bonds will get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a double. With 2 outs, Varsho will score. Bonds will make second on the double. And the score is now 11-7 in favor of Oakland. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today is 1 for 4 with a single. Klink knows he's got to be very careful with Bonilla. Klink will get the sign from Quirk. Klink will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is an in-play 39. And it's a popped up on the infield. Getting under that one at third base is going to be Riles. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. Score is now 11-7 in favor of Oakland after 8. Top of the 9th, we'll see the middle of Oakland's order due up next. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Bob Patterson. 4-3 with a 4.11 ERA, 65 2/3 innings pitched, 67 hits, 7 homers, 15 walks, 57 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with the middle of Oakland's order. Leading off the top of the 9th for the A's will be Dave Henderson. Henderson today is 2 for 4 with a double and a grand slam. Patterson will get the sign from Slot. Patterson will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 13. And Henderson's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3 for out number 1. Here's Mark McGwire. McGwire today is 1 for 3 with a walk and a 2-run homer. Patterson will get the sign from Slot. That's quite enough out of you. Patterson trying to build the drama, apparently, because I'm dropping dice all over the place. Patterson will get the sign from Slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 55. And against a lefty, McGwire will have a base hit out of that one. I was about to say a double, but again, helps to RTFC. Next up is Riles. Riles today is 0 for 4. The infield will go to double play depth for the Pirates. McGwire, not a threat to do much on the base paths. Patterson will look in at Slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 87. That's a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up is Lind. Can the Pirates turn the double play? 8 or less on 2d6. No! McGuire will make second. Riles will be thrown out at first, but there are 2 outs in the inning. Here's Law. Law today is 0 for 2 with 2 walks. McGuire over at second. Patterson looking in at slot for the sign. Patterson will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 29. And Law's going to swing through the high heat for strike 3. That will retire the side. Nothing across except the single for the A's as we get ready for the bottom of the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Joe Klink is going to come out of the game. I'll compile stats for him real quick. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks. Nothing else of interest. Coming in to pitch for the A's is going to be Rick Honeycutt. 2-4 with a 3.58 ERA, 37 2/3 innings pitched, 37 hits, 3 homers, 20 walks, 26 strikeouts in 91. Dennis Eckersley is going to keep tossing for the A's in case Honeycutt runs into trouble. Leading off the bottom of the 9th will be Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 1 for 3, and that 1 was a grand slam. Honeycutt will get the sign from Quirk. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a patient 87, and that's going to be a ground ball over to second. Gallego will pick that one up. He'll make the play for out number 1. Let me see. The Pirates do have another catcher. If this game goes any further, we might see a pinch hitter for Don Slaught. We will see a pinch hitter for Don Slaught. Slaught is going to come out of the game. Taking over behind the plate, if the game goes any further, is going to be Tom Prince. He hit his only home run against left-handed pitching. So I'll finish making a note here. He could potentially continue this game for the Pirates. Honeycutt needs to be careful with Price. Honeycutt will get the sign from Quirk. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is a patient 84, and it's a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up for the A's is going to be Law. He'll throw that over to second, and that will be out number 2. And the last chance for the Pirates tonight comes down to Jay Bell. Bell today is 1 for 4. Three River Stadium in shock. A's 1 out away from stealing home field advantage. Honeycutt looking in at Quirk for the sign. Honeycutt will set. He will pitch. 9 is a patient 70. And against the lefty, Bell will extend this game with a base hit. Oh, I see what I did here. Okay, never mind. Had a little bit of a quirk, a little bit of a problem on the score sheet. Here's Jose Lind. Lind today is 0 for 4. Having a rough day at the plate. Now would be a time for him to break out of that funk. Honeycutt will get the sign from Quirk. Three River Stadium, hoping to see this game extend further. Honeycutt will set. He will pitch. 8 is a tough 92. It's a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one is going to be Ricky Henderson. He makes a couple of steps in, puts out his glove, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Oakland Athletics are going to steal home field advantage from the Pittsburgh Pirates in a wild game with an 11-7 victory. Stadium groans. Ugh. Final line score coming up. I don't think I ever compiled stats for Mason. 2 walks. 1 hit. 1 run earned. Faced 6. Hold on, something's not right. 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think Gallagher scored in the 8th. Okay. That's where I got confused. So Roger Mason actually gave up 2 runs. 8, 9, 10. Hold on, there should have been 1 more run charged to somebody. 1, 2, 3. 4 runs for Heaton. Tomlin actually gave up a run. That's where it is. Okay, Patterson came in here. Sorry for the long delay. It's taking me a little bit longer to compile the box score than I was expecting it to, because I had a few record-keeping mishaps. Okay, so there should be 7 runs, 151. Okay, now that we got that sorted out, 13 hits for the Pirates. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. For the A's, 11 runs on 11 hits and no errors. For the Pirates, 7 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. Winning pitcher is going to be Kevin Campbell is going to get the win. Vicente Palacios is going to end up with the loss. So Oakland has taken the lead in this World Series 1-0, and that will do it for Game 1 of the World Series for 1991. Tomorrow night we'll have Game 2 of this series. I don't have the rotations in front of me, so I don't know who will be the starting pitchers. I also don't know what we're playing on Wednesday yet. I was playing Astro Knights, but I may change that out to Star Wars The Clone Wars. I haven't decided yet, though. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Black Spire Outpost Cookbook with the side Roasted Kajaka Root. Sunday, we're playing Star Wars Outer Rim. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone.